my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready.
Monsieur Cobweb, good monsieur, get you your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. And, good monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, monsieur. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed? Ready. Give me your niece, Monsieur Mustard Seed. Pray you leave your courtesy, good monsieur.
What is your will?
Nothing, good monsieur, but the vocabulary cobweb to scratch. Oh, I must to the barber's, monsieur, for he thinks I'm marvelous hairy about the face. I am such a tender ass, my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. I could munch a good dry oats. I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay! Sweet hay hath no fellow.
I have the venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. For an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Oh, sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist, the female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee! How I dote on thee!
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Oh, her dotage now I do begin to pity. For, meeting her of late behind the woods, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. For she his hairy temples then had rounded with coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew which sometime on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now within the pretty floweret's eyes, like tears that did their own disgrace bewail. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me. And her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, sweet Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, so that he, awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of these nights' accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. First, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be. See as thou was wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania. Wake you, my sweet queen.
Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh, 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 how came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe this visage now.
Now, when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Come, my queen, take hands with me. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and blessed to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be, wedded with Theseus all in jollity.
My lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
Now our observation is performed, and since we have the forward of the day, we will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echoing conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once when in a wood of Crete they made the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet wonder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like bells, each under each. A cry more tunable was never hollow to, nor cheered but with horn, in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter Hermia, asleep. And this Lysander. This Demetrius is. And this Helena, old Neater's Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, wake them. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood births, but a couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
I shall, my lord, reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly would I speak. And now I do bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius, thereby defeating you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me, but my lord, I wot not by what power it is. My love of Hermia melted as the snow, seems to me as a remembrance of an idle god, which in my youth I did dote upon. And all the love, the object, desire of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia, but like a sickness did I grow to loathe this food. But in health, come back to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by with us these couples shall eternally be knit. And as the morning now is something worn, our purpose hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens! 3 and 3 will hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and indistinguishable, like far-off mountains turning into clouds.
Methinks I see with parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks. And I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do you not think that the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let us follow, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hey ho! Peter Quince! Luke the bellows mender! Snout the tinker? Starveling? God's my life! Stolen hints and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if you go about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There's no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had. But man is but a patched fool if you will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it in the latter end of the play, before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.